Good morning, student. Yesterday we have discussed about location and size of the India. See, in the yesterday topic, we have discussed about India's bounded by the Young-Fold Mountains in the north and west. What is meant by fold mountains? Fold mountains, it is nothing but mountains which develop when tectonic plates come together, causing compression, resulting in bulking of folding of rocks, is known as fold mountains. Now we will discuss about India's and the world. The Indian landmass has a central location between the East and the West Asia. India is the southernward extension of the ancient continent. The Trans-Indian Ocean routes which connect the countries of Europe in the west and the countries of East Asia provide a strategic central location to India. Note that the Deccan Peninsula protrudes India in the Indian Ocean, thus helping India to establish close contact with West Asia, Africa, and Europe from the western coast and with Southeast and East Asia from the eastern coast. No other country has a long coastal line on the Indian Ocean as India has, and indeed it is the Indian eminent position in the Indian Ocean which justifies the naming of an ocean after it. In the figure 1.4, India on International Highway of Trade and Commerce. This map shows the two routes. The two routes are air routes and sea routes. This dotted line indicates the sea routes, whereas the straight line indicates the air routes. So, India contacts with the world have continued through ages, but her relationship throughout the land routes are much older than her maritime contacts. The various passes across the mountain in the north have provided passengers in the ancient travelers, while the ocean restricted such interaction for a long time. These routes have contributed in the exchange of ideas and commodities since ancient times. Means they have the close relationship with other countries in the ancient times only. The ideas of Upanishads and the Ramayana, the story of Panchtantra, the Indian numericals and the decimal system thus could reach many parts of the world. The species muslin and other merchandise were taken from India to different countries. On the other hand, the influence of Greek sculpture and the architecture style of dome and minarets from West Asia can be seen in different parts of our country. Now we will discuss about India's neighbors. See, India occupies an important strategic position in South Asia. India has 29 states and 7 union territories. In the figure 1.5 shows India and adjacent countries. Now, India shares the island boundaries with Pakistan and Afghanistan in the northwest, China, Tibet, Nepal and Bhutan in the north, and Myanmar and Bangladesh in the east. Our southern neighbors across the sea consists of two island countries, namely Sri Lanka and Maldives. See, do you know? Before 1947, there were two types of states in India, the provinces and the princely state. Now, provinces were ruled directly by the British officials who were appointed by the victory. Princely states were ruled by local hereditary rulers who acknowledged sovereignty in return for the local autonomy. Now, Sri Lanka is separated from India by a narrow channel of sea formed by the Pak Strait and the Gulf of Mannar, while Maldives Islands are situated to the south of Lakshadweep Island. See in this map, it has been there. You can see in the figure 1.5. India has had strong geographical and historical links with her neighbors. Look at the physical map of Asia in your atlas and note how India stands apart from the rest of Asia.